Hello all, I'm Jade, Leanne, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Loved this one. I did not enjoy this book. This one was a 6-star. A 5-star prediction. Flowers on the cover. And now it's your turn. Today, if you cannot tell, is the 31st of October that I'm filming this. So let's do my October reading wrap up. I read 10 books in the month of October. It was quite a mix. 3 romance, 2 fantasy, 2 general fiction, 1 non-fiction, 1 murder mystery, and 1 horror. Quite a mix in there. If you saw my TBR video, I did complete my October TBR for the month, which feels really good. Thought I'd have a little talk with you about the books. If you saw my most recent video, Read With Me for a Week, then you already know my thoughts on 3 of them. So I'll probably run through those ones really quickly. I started the month with My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. I initially thought this was a non-fiction, which is wild and unhinged. It is not. It's honestly really hard to recount how I felt about a book because it feels like it's been longer than a month since I read it. It's about a woman who just wants to sleep for a year, essentially. And so she takes a lot of drugs just to basically knock herself out for a year. It was really random. I kind of enjoyed it though. Like, it was pretty easy to follow along with. I honestly, I don't know. I probably won't think about this much again and I probably won't read it again. But it was like a 3 stars. It was fine. I don't have anything more to say about this. 3 stars. And then I'm really proud of myself for this one actually, because I wasn't sure when I was going to get around to it, but I read It by Stephen King. So this has been on my shelves for a long time. Like, I think I tried to read it years ago before I was back into reading. So I wasn't sure when I was going to get around to it because it is a very intimidating book. I read it on my Kindle and with my audiobook. I think people are now calling it immersive reading. I don't know. Because I did it that way, I managed to read this in 3 days. I actually really enjoyed this book. There were obviously bits that I was like, but I did find it accurate to the time frame in which it's set in the 50s and the 80s. Honestly, it was sailing 5-star territory, and the sewer scene, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know, that really brought it down for me because it was completely unnecessary. Really odd and really gross. But other than that, I think at times he definitely went off on tangents, but in a way it did kind of all, like, there was a reason for all the tangents. It went back to a point. I don't know, I just can't believe I finally read this. And so I rewatched the modern remakes of the It movies. So I rated this one 4.5 stars. Very close to a 5-star. But man, why'd you write that scene? Apparently since then he's talked about it and he agrees and he thinks it was an unnecessary scene. Guys, we need to talk more about the fact that I read it. The copy that I have is like just over 1,000 pages, but then the Kindle copy is like 1,300, but it's a big book, okay? And I read it in 3 days. And then after that was when I did my Read With Me for a Week. So I'm just gonna touch on these next 3 really quickly. So I read The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, a cute little romance. I really enjoyed this one. This one was a 4.25 stars. If you want to hear more about it, watch that video. I go very in depth. And then I read Matthew Perry's Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. Again, I spoke a lot about this when I was reading it in the video. I really enjoyed this read. I'm really glad I read it, but I will not be giving it a rating. And then I read The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. I spoke on this one a little bit less, but yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was beautiful. Found family, I think I'm discovering, is one of my favorite tropes. It makes me feel so warm and cozy outside. So I rated this one a 5 stars. Thought this one was really beautiful. If you're looking for a nice cozy fantasy with a little side plot of romance and found family, then pick this one up. Then I read Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't take a whole lot of this one in. Like, I think I got it at the end, I think. I don't remember a whole lot from this one. That's my bad. I don't know. I mean, like, it was fun. It was murder mystery. But yeah, like I said, I honestly can't talk about this one much because I didn't take any of it in. I rated it a 3 stars. The bits where I was paying attention, I enjoyed, but it couldn't hold my attention very well. Then I read Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. This one is the 4th and final book in the Twisted series, and it is about Christian and Stella. I love this one. Yeah, loved this one, loved Christian. Grace, my friend, was so right. I loved this one. But so if I were to rank them, Twisted Lies, Twisted Games, Twisted Love, and Twisted Hate, I just felt like a really good way to finish out the series. There's a slow burn, and I actually eat up a slow burn. Yeah, I rated this one 5 stars, my favorite in the series, and I would recommend the series if you haven't read it yet, but you probably have because I'm really behind on the Twisted wagon. Then I read Bunny by Mona Awad. I did not enjoy this book. It kind of held my attention because I was like, what the is going on? It's not my kind of book. I did not enjoy it and I was just waiting for it to be over. I probably should have DNF'd it and listened to myself. I did not enjoy this book. I can see why people would. I thought that I would because like it kind of gives Heather's vibes with the click and everything, but nah, I rated this one 2 stars. The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Oh my God, y'all weren't lying about this one. I want to reread this and completely annotate it because I wasn't annotating it when I read it, but there were so many pages that I dog-eared. That was love, wasn't it? It wasn't just a quick drop. It was falling over and over again for your person. It was falling as they became new people. It was learning how to exist with every new breath. It was uncertain and it was undeniably hard, and it wasn't something you could plan for. Love was an invitation into the wild unknown, one step at a time together. And I love this man so much I needed. Anyway, this one was a 6 star. I enjoyed this book so much. I was so immersed in it. I read it in like a day. I already want to reread it again. Like, this was so beautiful. And yeah, y'all were not lying. If you haven't read this yet, this is your sign. Read The 7-Year Slip. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then I finished off this month with Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldree, which is the prequel to Legends and Lattes. I loved Legends and Lattes. I love a cozy fantasy. And this one was so cute as well. I think he really has a knack for writing stuff like this. I didn't enjoy it as much as Legends and Lattes. That one was like a 5 star for me, but I'd say this one is still a 4 star. It was still really, really cute. And now I've knocked another series off my TBR. Like, are you kidding? The cover art. I love the cover art of these books. Shut up. This one was really cute. These were my reads of October. Till I run away, till I'm in the grave, till I'm in the casket you carry. It was always you. It was always you. Hey y'all, editing Jade here. Shall I just quickly say that I decided to put the October wrap up and the November TBR in one video because they both ended up being quite short and it's been a little while. We're already halfway into November, so I'm just going to give you both of these now. So that's why in the intro I didn't say let's pick a TBR as well. But now you're going to see me picking my November TBR. I didn't even talk about the fact that I've got new hair in my last video. I want to pick my November TBR with you guys. I've already got, I think, a couple that I want to put on my TBR before I get out the TBR jar. You're also in a different spot so that you can see more of my bookshelves while I'm choosing. One that I definitely want to read this month is Daydream by Hannah Grace. It is the last book in the I don't know, in this series, in the Icebreaker series, and it came out not too long ago, and I've been meaning to read it ever since it came out, and I really want to, and then I can knock another series off my TBR. So that is definitely on there. I read 10 books last month, so I don't know how many I'm gonna pick, because I don't want to overwhelm myself. Another one that I think I might read, so the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series, I've read these 3. I don't own the next 2. I didn't know that there was a 5th, but I might just listen to them on audio at some point this month. Also, this month is my birthday month, so I want to pick something that I really want to read for my birthday. And I know that I didn't pick it last month, but I think I'm going to pick Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, which is the 3rd book in the Magnolia Park series. I have only read 2 books in the series, but I really, really enjoyed them. That's why I haven't continued the series, because I'm like savoring it and I don't want it to end. But yeah. I need to read this one. I can't hold off anymore. And then this is the last one that I'm just going to pick offhand, which is Give Me More by Sarah Kate, which is the 3rd book in the Delicious Players Club series. I've only read the first 2, but I really enjoyed both of them. The second one, not as much, actually, because of the trope, but I've got the whole series on my shelves. It's just below. It's a shelf just down. Yeah, and I really want to continue this series, so I'm going to pick this one. Don't know how many I'm going to pick, y'all, because I've already picked 3. Newest book on your TBR. I can't really grab them because my most recent ones were Daydream and Give Me More, and then the Twisted series. I actually might have to refer to my TikTok. Okay, I have a few options. They're not my most recent buys because I've already picked those, and my most recent buy I've already read. One of the options is the Throne of Glass series, but I'm not doing that. I'm not starting series until I finish a few, hence picking so many freaking series. So the options that I have After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid, One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, Lovely War by Julie Berry, and Unraveling With You by River Kai. I'm not going to pick this one for now. I'm actually really torn because I want to read all of these books like so desperately. I think I'm going to pick One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid because she is one of my favorite authors, and I'm setting myself up for success this month. I want to have a good reading month. And this one is about her fiance comes back from the dead, essentially. Who knows? Maybe I'll get another option to pick those books because I do really want to read. Next one with a pink cover. Okay, I have some options. They're not all pink, but they have pink in the cover. So I have Flawless by Elsie Silver, which I want to read really, really bad, but I don't want to start more series yet. The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros, and Lovely War again. This isn't pink, but it's got pink in it. I'm going to pick, even though I just rejected it, not because I don't want to read it, I'm going to pick Lovely War by Julie Berry. This is another big one, and it's a historical fiction, so I don't know how I'll go with it, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out together, okay? Oh my god. Okay, put these ones back, these ones back, these ones back. A 5-star prediction. Okay. Oh, I might have to get the Nightingale down again. The two that I'm thinking are Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow and the Nightingale, because I've heard amazing things about both of them. Oh, you know what? I've had this one for longer. I need to read this one. It really seems like I just don't want to read The Nightingale, but I do. I'm scared that I'm going to love it so much and then I'm going to want to buy her whole backlist. I can't do that right now. I've got 6 there. Let's pick another one. Picked by my boyfriend or a friend. He's currently gaming. I'm going to pick another one and then I'll come back to this one. Is that been in the camera this whole time? Flowers on the cover. Okay, for Flowers on the cover, I'm picking Tom Lake by Anne Patchett, because the only other option that I have is Flawless and Brutal Prince, and that is the first book in another series. So I'm gonna do this one and I will come back when I can get my boyfriend to come out here. Yeah. It's been a little bit. The hair has come down and the horns have come off. And now it's your turn.
Have you read this one?
No.
I like this guy's last name. You read the cover?
No.
These are my choices.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to show the camera? No. Are you going to talk about them?
Boys Will Be Boys, Clementine Ford. I have not read it, but she's good author.
Can I say what it is?
Well,
It's a feminist non-fiction.
Well, yeah, it's feminist non-fiction. Chose this one because Tim Winton's last name is Winton, like Winton Overwatch, and Colour Purple is cool.
No, wait.
Oh!
You want to say what you picked?
The Colour Purple.
Who's it by?
Alice Walker.
Yeah! Good job. Why did you pick this book?
It seems really good. I haven't actually watched the movie or
Well, yeah, then after I read this, we can watch it.
But
because I really want
I
to
feel
watch
like
it.
it's a story that people should read about.
I've been really... Shut up! So this is my November TBR. Every single one of these is a book that I have been really excited to read. So I'm really glad that Nat picked this one. I've been wanting to read that. So I'm just gonna quickly go through them again. Daydream by Hannah Grace. Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home by Jessa Hastings. Give Me More by Sarah Kate. One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Lovely War by Julie Berry.
Won't you kiss me on the mouth and love me like a sailor? Oh! Good girl, Heartbeat.
Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Tom Lake by Anne Patchett, and The Colour Purple by Alice Walker. Tune in to see me reading some of them. Bye. I'm really sorry if I look scary.